There's a need for dogs to be able to exercise off lead, to be able to sniff and to play and to swim.
That's one side of the argument on Sydney's northern beaches. Here's another.
I just can't believe that anybody would want to put a dog trial here or at South Mona Vale because they're both relatively unspoilt beaches.
While Miranda worries about the environment, some of her allies are more concerned about being bitten or treading in something. And dog owners are getting hot under the collar.
We live on the beaches. We enjoy the beaches. Why can't the dogs enjoy the beaches in certain sections so it doesn't bother the other bathers?
Dogs are banned from all of Sydney's northern surf beaches. But here on the southern end of Mona Vale Beach, they might soon be able to get their paws wet without owners risking a hefty fine.
Not a lot of people come here, so it's not as busy. It's not between the flags.
The local council has already tried opening up a beach to dogs. In 2020, the trial of an off-leash area on this part of Palm Beach ended up before the New South Wales Land and Environment Court.
There's a group of local owners who are concerned about having dogs off a leash there, and they're worried about the environmental impacts there on the seagrass that's immediately off that beach there. So they took us to court. They won.
And that cost the council $800,000.
This is one of the problems we have in Palm Beach nowadays. Some people see public space as an extension of their own private space.
Mitch Geddes represents the dog owners in an area where house prices range from $2.5 to more than $5 million.
Regrettably, if you're cashed up with a team of barristers and lawyers, you don't need to have many people standing behind you agreeing with you. You just pay the bill and you get the outcome.
Undeterred, Mayor Regan is championing the pooches once again. Later this year, he plans new trials at South Mona Vale and on the ocean side of North Palm Beach, or as generations of Australians have known it, Summer Bay. The trial involves a stretch of beach 300 metres north of the area patrolled by the surf club.
I'd be all for opening up part of the beaches. We've got a lot of beaches around here and there's a lot of dogs.
Greens councillor Miranda Causey has voted against the proposed trial.
My understanding is that the council didn't conduct a proper environmental impact study.
A consultant's report concluded that allowing dogs to share the sand will realise a number of positive socio-economic, lifestyle and livability impacts, and that the impacts are not likely to be significant and therefore an environmental impact statement is not required.
The experts found that the simple business of taking your dog with you when you go for a splash at the shoreline is not going to have a significant impact on the environment.
Meanwhile, for those in the thick of it, the insults are starting to fly.
They do intimidate a lot of people. You know, I've had my name up on their Facebook group and my photo, and then I've had people on the street abusing me, and a lot of residents are very reluctant to say anything about it and to speak up against them because they're worried about what's going to be said to them and what will happen to them.
That should never happen, and people shouldn't be that way and shouldn't feel that way.
If the trial does go ahead, dogs will only be allowed beach access early in the morning or later in the afternoon.
If they know it's a time where dogs are going to be here from 5 in the afternoon till 9 in the morning, if they don't like dogs, avoid it. You know, it's simple.
I agree with the point that dog people are terrifying, and I say that as a dog person. Absolutely terrifying. But surely, I have to agree, there are a lot of beaches that don't allow dogs. I went up the coast over Christmas with my dog, and there wasn't one beach in the vicinity that we could walk along. And when I interviewed dogs, I said, "Do you like the beach?" And they said, "Oh, it's my favourite place."
Yeah.
So they love swimming and the sand and the digging.
My dream is to be one of those men who, or women or whoever, but they're on like a male surfboard, and then their dog gets on and surfs with them. Oh. Have you ever seen that? I could retire a happy man.
Exactly. How are dogs going to surf if they can't even get into the beach?
I mean, how are dogs going to surf? That should be the real question.
Should we get Al Stewart involved?
Yes, I think we have to.
Go down to the Summer Bay Diner and see what's what. Yeah, we'll find out.